It was just about 3 weeks ago that Protective Stadium was jam-packed with fans and athletes from around the world. But working behind the scenes was one Alabama woman who wanted to bring to life the rich culture and history of Birmingham on a world stage.
United States of America.
From the start,
we wanted to tell our story. We wanted to talk about what makes Birmingham what it is today, from the Industrial Revolution of Sloss. There's no way you can talk about Birmingham and not talk about the Civil Rights Movement. And then Birmingham's future, our great Mayor Randall Woodfin, and all that he is doing to ensure that this city is sustainable, it's open, it's here, it's diverse.
To the finish, to World Games Plaza in between. Rashida Leroy aimed to capture the charm of the Magic City, leaving the world under its spell.
One special moment that my co-executive producer witnessed, and even when he tells me about it, I felt like I was there. It was at the end of the Chengdu performance when the pyro went off and their director turned around and he said, "Perfect." And that was like the period to everything that we had worked so hard for. So those were my magical moments. I'm sure there's some more as I continue to think through them, but those are the ones that I think really hit home.
Home for Rashida is Dothan, Alabama. The University of Alabama grad had stints at Alabama Power in marketing, public relations, and advertising before starting her own company, LRY Media Group.
So I think people see a finished product, right? But what they don't see is the 20 years of grind that goes into getting to this point. And so I always use the phrase that you're looking at 20 years of overnight success. When I think about what we were able to do with the World Games, it really is 20 years of just a whole lot of grinding, hustling, paying attention, being open to listening, learning, and then understanding like what truly makes a great experience and how do you put that out for the world to see.
It was clear the World Games in Birmingham could provide unique opportunities for a lot of businesses. But many also speculated that the most lucrative opportunities would go to much larger firms outside of Alabama. Instead, her small business would snag the key role of executive producing the opening and closing ceremonies.
So for us to have that opportunity to be a local company, to be a company that's been in business for 5 years, and to get that opportunity, it was amazing. It's not lost on me that we are a Black company, that it's run by a Black female. We are the first to do it for the IWGA. And so I hope that other companies of color, women, veterans, whatever ism or certificate that you need in order to classify yourself, I hope that we continue to get those opportunities and that we blaze the trail to do so.
She credits the hundreds of volunteers, artistic director Dr. Henry Panion, the crew, and even her mother and aunts for supporting her through a daunting experience delayed once by COVID.
A lot of things that you don't know, there are things you don't know, right? As the famous saying goes. So it was a lot of prayer from the very beginning. I sought a lot of counsel. I'm very intentional when it is something that I'm doing for the first time. I want to talk to people like, you've done this before. Tell me what to expect. Give me some tips. Most importantly, tell me the pitfalls, right?
Weeks later, she's still winding down and breaking down the massive setups, but with increased confidence about what helping Birmingham welcome the world truly means.
It says that we are now a company who can work globally, we can work internationally, we can work nationally, here in our city and in our state.
Carla Wade, WVTM 13.